welcome to my YouTube channel, aka this video you're watching right now, and this is part 2 of Gingerbread House and Gingerbread People. Now we're going on to the Gingerbread People. In the last video we made the house, and yes, I'm going to take pictures of it later. Now these are the Gingerbread People we were given. Are we going to do this for perfection? No. Are we going to do this for fun? Yes. Okay. What's another good song? I'm having fun just singing silly songs. Another song that's similar to the song that never ends is a song about the young maiden. And it goes, early one morning when the sun was brightly shining, I met a young maiden, and this is what she sang. It's also similar to that joke about Pete and Repeat. Pete and Repeat were sitting in a boat. Pete fell off. Who was left? I don't have anybody to join me in that because Grandma's busy reading. So, and we don't want to bother her too much because we do that on a daily. Yeah. Do 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 bum 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 bum. The thing with the eyes, that's heterochromia. That means that one eye is one color and the other is another color. Are we going to do that to the gingerbread men? Yes, we are. We're going to do that to the gingerbread men. So let's give our gingies, they're still going to be green because I don't have any other colors. Or one's going to be red and one's going to be green. Oh goodness, I know, I think I'll go with 2 shades of green, if I can find the other green. Come on, green. Oh goodness, run away, run away. I might give the other gingerbread heterochromia eyes too, but white and red. That gingerbread might be dealing with some stuff, you know, similar to the boys from MHA. Ooh. Okay. I'm pretty sure I dropped some candy on the floor. And this is why we put stuff underneath the table sometimes. Because you never know where you're going to end up. I don't know where they went. They went somewhere. Okay. I found one. Poor little gingerbread man has an eye socket disease, or has pus coming out of his eyes. Oh goodness. It wasn't on purpose, I promise. It just happened this way. Look. He's not doing so well. Oh, poor little guy. And he's still smiling. Aww. Well, he's semi-smiling. He's okay with life. Okay, let's go. Come, little children, I'll sing you a song. I don't know why, but that song that comes from the original Hocus Pocus. That sounds a lot like the song from, to me at least, it sounds like the song from Mary Poppins, the one about the tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag, feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. It feels very similar. Maybe it's because they're both supposed to be like lullabies, and they're supposed to be sound like lullaby-y. It sounded very similar to me. That was actually, when I was a kid, that scene in Mary Poppins actually scared me growing up as a kid. Like, because it was like very, even though it was meant to be calming and soothing, it was very eerie. It gave this eerie feeling. And it was just like, wow. But there's like, I really liked the newer Mary Poppins that came out a couple years ago too. I liked that one a lot. So, that was a good one. Cover by a book, and you'll find that your first impression was mistook. So never judge a cover by its book. But it's the saying, never judge a book by its cover. But instead, they switched it around. So, my phone is dying, so there's a good chance that it will stop recording on its own, and that's okay. We won't continue filming after that when it dies. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
How's it going?
I got that one done in my own way.
Oh, yeah.
They got heterochromia eyes.
I heard you comment on that. We had a dog once.
Oh, that has
was like
heterochromia?
Yeah, she had one brown and one blue.
What breed was she? Because there's certain breeds that do have heterochromia eyes. Do you know what breed
I'm
it
trying
is?
to think what she was. I think she was what was it? She was a toy, whatever she was.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, some breeds that are mixed together, they sometimes produce a puppy with a heterochromia. It's not just in dogs too; it's in cats and other animals as well. Of course, humans. It's really rare in humans. The only reason I know that's called heterochromia is because I was watching a VTuber, and that VTuber's rigging had heterochromia eyes, 2 different colored eyes. He had made a joke about it when he mentioned it because he messed up how he was saying it, but real life people do have that. It's just like the what's it called? When your skin is lighter because of like they can have their eyes most of the time when their skin is lighter, their eyes are lighter too, not just their hair and their skin.
Oh, I know.
But sometimes their eyes are lighter too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a kind of that's like not the whole body. It's just like one part of your hair, like a small part of your hair is white, and you didn't dye it. It's just part of your hair, and that's in the blood too. Like I watched a Korean show that talks about that does like counseling. They do counseling with they do counseling with the audience and stuff, and they vote on whether that's going to be a problem in the future, and they'll have to talk about it again in the future, or if it's going to be resolved on its own. And
albino.
Yeah, albinoism. So the mom had albinism, the child had albinism, and they said the child who was they were saying that there's a chance that she will get bullied more, but because she was on our show, there's a high chance she won't get bullied because that show's known for bringing up subjects like that and helping people see the good in them. Okay. In things like albinism. There was talk about, actually, the reason I knew about it and I watched it was because they had an episode on autism.
Oh.
So that's how come I knew about it. And it's really rare in the Asian countries to see things on autism. So when I watched like Extraordinary Attorney Woo, and when I watched Bubble, I was really impressed because Bubble they didn't say he was autistic in Bubble, but they leaned into it. And look at that. I'm not even going to draw on it on the face because I think the face will get ruined if I tried. And now we do the tree. This is going to be the hard part. Yep, not breaking the tree. That's why we have the paring knife. And then... Oh, I did it! That took one clip. But also the part that I'm not too sure about is because there's so much. They have two greens because of this. Because they know that you're going to want to put all the green on the tree. I'm not doing this perfectly at all. But yeah, I get told a lot that I know a lot about a lot. And that's because I grew up watching YouTube. Like when YouTube came out, it was like in 2001, 2002, 2003. So I grew up being a YouTube kid, you know, and so I watched these things, and I understand that everything on the internet's real, not everything on the internet's true. But when it's repeated more than once, and it's repeated elsewhere as well, like on TV and in books and stuff, you kind of get what's real and what's not real. You kind of grasp onto, okay, that thing's real, that's a real situation. And you can kind of grasp at what's not real, you know? And especially with like other cultures. Like I've read a lot of manga and I watch a lot of anime. And I've caught on to, okay, this thing is something in their traditions or whatever that's normal. Like it's normal for them to do this and this and this. And it's normal for this and this and this to happen. I've learned that for watching videos, watching travelers, her phone's going off. Watching travelers do travel vlogs, and talk about, not just watching them, but them talking about, oh yeah, this is how they behave, and that's how I know that, like, in Japan, they're more reserved. And it would be hard for me, because I'm a social butterfly, and they're really reserved and won't talk to people unless they're talked to. And did you know that they don't talk to anybody on trains? It's not culturally acceptable to talk talk to people on trains. There. Yeah, it feels like it's almost like okay here in the US. Like that's something, talking to people, conversating with people. But that's like on buses and trains, it's a no-no. Like it's a cultural.
I think maybe in New York it might be the same thing.
Just to be quiet and just be there?
Yeah, because you don't know who's listening.
Right, that's true.
But
you don't even pick up your phone. You don't even pick up your phone in Japan. If you answer a call, you have to cover your mouth and be really secretive about it.
That's kind of nice. I mean,
train rides are silent. They're packed full of people, but they're absolutely silent. It's like.
Well, can you imagine if everybody was talking and they'd get louder and louder?
I can understand that. Yeah, that would be tough.
I've been in restaurants sometimes. In restaurants, And yeah,
That I can understand that being tough. Like,
especially after everybody's had their second cup of coffee. It gets loud.
Yeah.
Sugar and coffee.
I can understand that. Plus, I bet for like, I don't know how it would be for other people, but I feel like with it being so quiet, that might be good for my sensory stuff in Japan. But I don't know how other people with autism deal with the trains, or if it's too much for them, since the trains get really crowded out there. They get really
Yes.
really crowded. Trains and buses are like the number one forms of transportation other than walking in Japan. Cars are not used as much. Japan and
Island.
yeah, in Japan they use them more. So
Public transportation.
I kind of just want to throw them.
Throw them and see what sticks.
Sticks. That's normal. I've done that before. But we have to be picky and choosy with at least the lights. With at least the lights, we have to be picky and choosy.
Well, who's going to judge
Them? They'll judge me. They've done it before. The internet's really good at that, aren't you guys? No, Team Bucket's amazing. You guys wouldn't be that mean. Only new people who come in on my channel and never been here before tend to be that way. And the ones that are here are really kind. We have a girl that's been following my channel for the last 4 years. And she's won my art contest once so far. I'm really proud of her. She knows who she is. So, yeah, the ones that stick around, I'm really proud of you and happy to have you guys here. It's amazing sharing this journey with you. We had one lady who needed a prayer, and I actually put it on. I went to the church. I asked her first, and I went to the church and put her on a prayer wall. So, if you guys ever need a prayer or just need to talk, feel free to email me. If it needs to be in private, my email will be in the link in the description. If you need to talk to me in private and have prayers done or whatever. But other than that, I don't mind talking to you guys. I don't mind just being here with you. I mean, Grandma's kind of getting used to it still. She's not always used to hearing me talk, because she hears me talk and she's like, oh, either she's talking on video chat with somebody or she's talking to her audience. Grandma's literally sitting over there just watching and just being here with us all right now. I'm also wondering when I'm going to finish this.
Well, that's the last thing, I think.
Yeah, this is the last thing is the tree. I'm almost done. But I'm not gonna flip the tree over because it will take off all the stuff. But that's the tree.
Somebody's out there.
That's the house.
Front.
And that's the cookies. Who's in our front yard?
I don't know. They're probably on their phone.
But, yep, so that was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, that's okay. You don't have to enjoy every single video I create. But I hope you still have a great rest of your guys' afternoon. And you guys have a good rest of your guys' day. And you always remember, too, sparkle on, my beautiful sparkles. Love you guys so much.